Okay, this is set 11, letter E. It says, the shadows of a fence post and a nearby flagpole were measured at the same time. Let's say you're outside and you see a big flagpole and you need to know how tall the flagpole is. Well, you don't have a ladder, or you don't have a measuring stick that's long enough to measure all the way up to the top of a flagpole, and even if you did, you can't get up there because it's too high. So you can use this method to figure out how tall the flagpole is, or a building, or a tree, or anything using this method. It's really pretty cool. It says you measure, there's a fence post nearby, okay? So the fence post shadow, you measure it, and it's 5 feet long. And the flagpole shadow, you measure it, is 12 feet long. Well, if the fence post, the real fence post, if it's 8 feet tall, how many feet tall is the real flagpole? What you do is set up a proportion. Now, a proportion is line equal line. So I'm going to show you line equal line. That's the first thing you write down. Line equal line. Line equal line. And there's going to be a fraction there and a fraction there, a ratio. Now, in this particular problem, it's going to be the shadow to real, shadow to real. Sometimes it's frogs to dogs, or sometimes it's like pizza to kids, pizzas to kids. This time it's shadow to real, shadow to real. And I put those little letters there to guide me. Don't put anything there. That's where the numbers are going to go. I broke my finger in 3 places, and I had to have 5 stitches. Anyway, it kind of makes a good pointer now because it's like freaking huge. Okay, so we're going to put the numbers there. Let's go back and see what the numbers are. Okay, the fence post shadow was 5 feet long. Okay, so we go to the fence post. It says the shadow was 5 feet long. So should I put that by an S or by an R? An S for shadow. So that was 5. Now that was the fence post. Once you put that 5 down on that side for the fence post, this whole side has to be dedicated to the fence post. This must be the flagpole side. Now let's look at the next number. It is the flagpole shadow was 12 feet long. That 12 is still a shadow, so it has to go by S. It can't go down here. It has to go by S. S, shadow, 12. This is the flagpole side, and this is the fence. Now, there's another number in there, and it's... Oh, if the fence post is 8 feet tall, that means the real fence post. The real fence post is 8 feet tall. Real, R. Real, R. R. So that goes there, and that's the fence post side. So what goes here? I don't know, so you put a letter. And I like to use the letter capital N because you can say, I don't know. That sets up your proportion, and then you criss-cross multiply, butterfly math. Always touch your letter first. Here's my letter, N. So I cross multiply that way first, and I write 5N equal. Then you cross multiply the other way. 8 times 12 is 96. And then you draw a line, and whatever number is with the letter, you put that underneath. Put a 5 up, goodbye, in, equal up, then you bottom into drop it, and you got it. You bottom into drop it, and you got it. That means you punch 96, that bar means divided by 5, and you get the answer rot red. Sorry about that. Anyway, you get the answer. Well, crap. And then you put a label on it because it's, and the label on the other numbers was feet, so your label will be feet. I don't know, whatever it turns out to be, like 80 feet. Well, it wouldn't be 80, but whatever. Okay, that is concluded.